Well, first and foremost, start on easy. The game can be very challenging. I've played with several people who are not huge gamers, and yeah, you just start off slow, like learn the basics, and you'll have a good time. What makes Quantum Break interesting as a shooter is that it's not just the traditional cover shooter where you stay behind. You're given the powers fairly early on in the game so you can learn them and perfect them by the time you get to the more difficult levels. So, you know, it takes a few battles to sort of figure out how to use them the most efficiently, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. Some of the most amazing things that I found were just exploring. So the combat is amazing, the time manipulation, action adventure stuff in the game is great, but there's so many details in the game. Master the time mechanics. So Jack Joyce is given these incredible combat abilities after this experiment goes awry at the beginning of the game. And the gameplay becomes much more interesting and much more exciting when you can chain all these abilities together. There's an ability called Time Stop where Jack can cast a time bubble around an enemy and freeze them for a temporary amount of time. And there's also an ability called Time Dash where you can you can zip from one place to the other. And using those two in combination is really fun. So you can freeze a really tough enemy and then dash across the screen and sort of take out a few of the lesser enemies. And then by the time that time bubble goes, you've handled a bunch of the other enemies, so you can like focus on that one. So it's kind of cool. I think that playing it like a traditional third-person cover shooter is not the way to optimize the game. The game is way more fun when you use the abilities to just like dash out and be aggressive. There's certainly different ways to play the game, and I highly recommend using all your time abilities.
Always be careful on how you look. So loot all of the bodies you can to find some trendy pants, some nice hats. Looking good on the battlefield, very important.